Now on 10 Tampa Bay, recovering from Hurricane Milton. Live team coverage starts now.
And we had to get out right away. We just didn't get nothing.
It was like watching the movie Twister, and you could see the debris field through it.
From reeling to recovery, 24 hours after a brutal hurricane tonight, relative calm. I'm Dave Wagner.
And I'm Courtney Robinson. We have live team coverage for you as we show you the aftermath of Hurricane Milton. We have crews in Brandon, St. Petersburg, Pasco County, and Cortez tonight.
Pasco County has some river flooding they're concerned about due to historic river flooding associated with Hurricane Milton. Pasco is recommending voluntary evacuations in the following locations: Elfers, Cypress Creek and Worthington Gardens, Thousand Oaks, everyone in low-lying areas or areas prone to flooding. Kevin Guthrie is the executive director of the Florida Division of Emergency Management.
Major flooding continues along the Hillsborough, St. Johns, and Little Wekiva rivers. I want to take just a moment and just talk about there is going to be another phase to this particular incident, and that is very similar to Hurricane Ian. We have a lot of rain that has fallen over the central portion of Florida.
And right now, the Southwest Florida Water Management District is releasing water from the Edward Medard Reservoir into the Alafaya River to protect the integrity of the reservoir. But warning, right, tonight that the Alafaya River is already in major flood stage.
Hannah Deneen is in Thousand Oaks neighborhood right now under that mandatory evacuation order, at least the recommended evacuation order right now in Newport Richey. Hannah?
And Dave, we are at the front of this neighborhood right now, and it's blocked off to traffic because there is still so much flooding throughout the Thousand Oaks neighborhood. Now, this is a major flooding event. NOAA is projecting that the Anclote will continue to rise overnight, peaking around 8 in the morning at a 27-foot flood stage, a near record. And that flooding, it had a significant impact on the neighborhood earlier today when the Sheriff's Office and the National Guard were here rescuing more than 60 people from this neighborhood. Neighbors tell us the water, it rose so quickly, it caught them off guard.
I've seen people on their roofs. I've seen people sitting up in their garage on top of their cars.
As water rose in Thousand Oaks, first responders were going door to door.
We went in there, I was going deep. I'm 6'3", it was about over my waist in some areas.
Evacuating dozens of families and their pets.
The National Guard came in and we waited so we could get out safely. I was not leaving my dog behind. So I got my puppy and here we are.
A level of flooding they haven't seen since 2012. Neighbors say investments had been made to improve drainage since then, but
it's just overwhelming. This happened about 10 years ago and they said they fixed it. And obviously they didn't.
As Milton pushes further away from Florida, the hurricane's mix of storm surge and heavy rain has pushed into these rivers.
Now it's coming a foot per hour.
Robert Bender lives along the Anclote in Newport Richey.
Right there, just on the other side of that pumping station, is my dock.
He'll be watching closely as the water is expected to inch closer to his home overnight.
To me, this is one of the worst storms since the time that I've been living here for about 12 to 15 years.
Now, while the Anclote levels are expected to peak tomorrow morning, Cypress Creek is expecting to see peak levels Sunday, according to NOAA, and then further in our northern counties, Pasco, Hernando, Citrus. They're looking at the Withlacoochee River, which is expected to continue to rise over the weekend, peaking at some point early next week at near record levels there as well. It's something that all of these counties are very aware of. They have their sandbag sites reopened tonight so that people can prepare their homes in anticipation for this flooding. In Trinity, Hannah Deneen, 10 Tampa Bay.
Hannah, thank you. And Hillsborough County also reeling from damage from winds and also from that rainfall with flooding. 10 Tampa Bay's Evan Klosky joins us live tonight from Brandon. Evan.
Yeah, driving around Brandon all day, it's hard to miss the damage caused in this community. Even tonight, still many streets, businesses, homes without power. There are going to be some growing pains as this town continues to clean up the mess that Hurricane Milton made.
For those still in Brandon after Hurricane Milton, it was anything but a normal day, despite how hard they tried. Whether it was navigating the flooded roads or avoiding the downed trees, residents in this community are tiptoeing their way through the aftermath of what was an unprecedented event.
I have never seen this area flooded before, never.
Joanne Ferguson was just one of the many residents of this apartment complex waking up to a pool of water sitting in her parking lot and no power.
It's like a river out here. It's getting ready to flood up.
Many restaurants in the area are unable to open, dealing with the same issues as Joanne. This was also a massive wind event with plenty of cleanup to be had.
We're off Brandon Boulevard here, and the closest Cracker Barrel from the location where we're at right now is 3 miles down the road in Valrico. That's a Cracker Barrel sign.
The Brandon community was spared the worst from Hurricane Milton, but the area is still hurting and will need some time to recover.
Yeah, it's hard to find gas. It's hard to find places to eat. Even right now, there's a steady stream of 20-plus cars to Salem's, and that's been happening for the past 90 minutes or so. Options are going to be limited here until cleanup and flooding is under control. Live from Brandon, Evan Klosky, 10 Tampa Bay.
Fight for food, fight for fuel right now. Going to the east now to Lakeland, where there are concerns right now. They are still dealing with several block roads in that area here. Milton battered several areas, including hard-hit northwest Lakeland. The county warns of flooded roads, down power lines, trees knocked down as well. Sheriff's deputies already conducted some high water rescues in the area there. At least half the county lost power. One maintenance worker was killed when he was hit while trying to clean up the roads. The county is asking people to stay off the roads as crews clear them.
And right now, there are some boil water notices that you do need to be aware of. Parts of Hillsborough County under boil water notices or precautionary boil water notices. County officials say the telltale sign would be that low water pressure. That is when you want to go ahead and boil water just as a precaution. Also, parts of Pinellas County as well under boil water notice. The city of St. Pete is included in that, as well as the barrier islands from Johns Pass to Tierra Verde. And in Sarasota County, the city of Venice.
Power is a problem tonight for a lot of people. More than 2.7 million Floridians are without power. Florida customers, those are homes and businesses. Nearly half of those outages, more than 1.4 million, are in our area. This is video right here of Florida Power and Light working hard to repair some of the lines out there. Some of these lines are self-healing, so that helps speed up things. Others, they physically have to go out and repair them.
And still to come, we're going to take you down to Manatee County, to Cortez, where Emerald Morrow is live for us. We're hearing from people there who experienced some of the worst of Hurricane Milton's wrath. Stay with us.
Ten Tampa Bay Closed Captioning is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. We don't have to tell you just how difficult this hurricane season has been.
Gotta get together, gotta get it cleaned up.
But what we can say, we're in this with you.
They will rebuild, they will be back, because that is what this community does.
As we begin our recovery, we know you have questions.
Everything we had worked hard for is all gone.
And we'll be here with the information you need as we recover. Continue to watch 10 Tampa Bay and stream 10 Tampa Bay.